Hello and welcome to Illuminations with Tina and Fee, for you who desires a life of abundance. And who doesn't desire a life of abundance? So this is for everyone, literally. I'm Tina.
I'm Fee.
Hi Fee, it's really lovely to see you again.
Yeah, you too, Tina.
It's a while ago since we've been here. It feels like
Hi.
ages ago. I mean, what's that? Can't be that long ago.
A month, maybe?
Yeah, maybe something like that. Well, it's good to see you, lovely to see you, wonderful to be here with you. So we're talking about community and passion, or passion and community. And in our first episode this month, I talked to Siobhan about her passion and her community and fair trade and fashion. And it was really lovely to speak to her, and that she was a pioneer in that area as well. It's amazing that she has created that movement. So where would you like to take this conversation today about community and passion?
Right, so I thought long and hard about this, and an easy one for me to look at would be my passion around mental health. And I'm kind of not going to do that. I thought, yeah, I thought long and hard about it, and I kind of feel a little bit inside, a bit nervous. So I'm feeling that fizz, because I am going to show up a bit today talking about my more quiet passion, which I think you know, and it's a passion that I think I've always had,
Mhm.
and you can see it's touching me even speaking about it, and I think I haven't shown up with it, and it's something you and I did talk about bizarrely on Illuminations one meeting, and it crossed my mind, and I asked you a question. And I said, is it difficult to, be love when the world is so determined to kind of not, to hate even?
Mm.
And, you said, yeah. So my secret passion is about finding that everybody is doing the best they can,
Mhm.
and genuinely believing that. And I I do genuinely, and I think I always have done, see the best in most people. I think I have colluded in the past with
Mm.
gossiping and judgment, and occasionally I slip into it. Um, and when I'm with some friends that are from my past, I notice how much that the conversation can be about others, and not maybe in a kind way. So I obviously have had relationships where that's been part of it. So my secret passion is showing up and believing that people are genuinely, born divine, are divine, are great human beings. And yeah, people I'm sure will go, well, what about this one and that one, and the famous people in history who've done terrible things. And it goes back to, I suppose, the conversation the last time about being, not being born with original sin, but being born, divine. And I look at a baby and I think, I think Mandela said this: babies aren't well born with, judgment and racism, and, they're not born with that, they're taught it, So I think that's kind of what my secret passion is to genuinely spread love and acceptance and compassion. And I'm noticing that my newer friendships and relationships are more, they get that. I don't have to be uncomfortable about that, we don't sit and go on about how bad the world is. We share the beauty of the world, what's going right in the world. We acknowledge, of course, that there are some movements happening that aren't healthy, but there are also some great movements happening that are healthy. And so my filter is more about noticing, what people do, that is kind and caring. And it's interesting because if you have a filter where you aren't trusting and you are noticing more what people do that piss you off, excuse my language, or irritate you, or upset you, then that's what happens. So I had a friend come over the other night, and it was really interesting. I WhatsApped this friend and said, there's a parking spot straight outside. And my friend, I think, wanted me to go and visit this, her, and not come to me. And I don't think she was in a particularly good place as she arrived. And she didn't see my WhatsApp at first, but I could see her driving around twice. And I rang her and said, there's a space just across the road. And she said, oh my gosh, I didn't see it. Because she kind of then said, because I actually thought there wouldn't be any parking and I would have to park miles away. And so it just shows you filter, if you've got a filter on what you notice. So yeah, that's my secret passion.
Why is it a secret passion?
I think secret because I'm not sure it's very trendy to talk about love. I'm not sure it's very cool. I think people think, no,
I think there's
think
more
so.
and more a movement of, especially sisterhood, and sisterhood is based in love. And there's what I'm noticing on Facebook. Obviously, that's what I'm seeking out, and that's what I'm choosing to notice as well. But
exactly, that comes back to community, and a lot of people, that I hang out with, that's not where they come from. They talk about, mistrust of people, the wrongs of people, not, some places where I go. I think exactly this is why it's about community, isn't it? If you look for community, then it's easy to be, exactly. And so it is finding your tribe, your community, where you can be, yeah, um, yeah. So, yeah.
but I'm guessing as well that whatever kind of community you're looking for, and whatever your intention and your passion is, whether it's born out of love and acceptance of people, or it's born out of hate and wanting to exclude some people from others and kind of see differences, there's always a community out there for you to find.
Absolutely.
So I guess we all seek out our communities. Of course, there's a lot of lonely people in the world today. We know that the scales on loneliness are just scary almost, because so many people are isolated today and they're not finding any community, which of course can lead to resentment and very bad feelings within you, and then things can go pretty wrong. But don't you think that then that you have this quite a pure view of that everyone are doing the best they can? And I know Brené Brown also talks about that, and she kind of got it from her husband and her therapist and stuff like that. And isn't that a passion that would be good if it's not secret?
Yeah, exactly. But it's not always easy to show up when you're with people who aren't, exactly. That's the challenge, that's why I'm doing this, is to more and more go, actually, you know what, those people, because of that color, because of that walk, because of that whatever, as long as they're not hurting anybody else, I don't have any hate in me for them. Why would I? And it's not always easy when people are talking, with those views, because that what they're looking for is a cerebral discussion about it. And my feelings about people isn't from my head, it's from my heart. And that's where I'm showing up more and more. Showing up more and more gently.
So we're out of time. But so that secret passion is no longer so secret.
No,
from,
no.
from this moment on. You heard it here first, everyone. Well, thank you for showing up. I didn't know that you were going to talk about that. So that's that was an interesting one for you to show up with. Thank you. And as always, people, let us know your comments on that. Please, we'd love to talk to you. And share the episode if you feel like it. Subscribe below and all of that. And we will see you next time, and we'll continue on the same subject. Bye now.